If you're an older person with weak legs, it can really affect your mobility and your independence. But the good news is, there's often something you can do to fix it. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to build stronger legs in the space of just 10 days. Yes, it is possible to build stronger legs in just 10 days. I'm going to show you how to do it so that you become more mobile, more independent, and have less pain, no matter your age. If you don't know who I am, my name is Will Harrow, and I'm the over 50s specialist physio here at HT Physio in Farnham. And today, I'm going to be revealing how to get stronger legs in the space of just 10 days. Even if you're not very good at exercise, you feel very, very weak. You haven't done anything to help your legs in years and years. All of those things aside, we're going to show you how to get there. So I'm going to show you some exercises in just a moment to help you get those strong legs in a space of just 10 days. But before I do, I just need to let you know that these exercises are not going to be suitable for all of you. Do make sure you get checked out by your doctor before you give them a try. And if they cause you any pain, just avoid them anyway. Let's have a look at the exercises now, and I'll show you exactly how and why they work today. I'm going to show you how to get stronger legs in the space of just 10 days. And you might be thinking, well, it's not possible to build significant muscle in 10 days. It just doesn't work that way, and you'd be right. But we're not trying to build muscle. We're trying to build strength, and they're not the same thing. Now, this video is going to be especially pertinent for people who've got bad arthritis, or who have been suffering from an injury, or have recently had surgery, provided you've got the all clear to do these exercises. Because right now, even though you've still got muscle mass, you haven't got much strength. So the two are not the same thing. And one of the major reasons why they're not the same thing is because we've got something in US called a neural network. And a neural network describes the way the brain and the muscles interact via the nerves. Now, we can have strong neural networks or weak neural networks. And people who have strong neural networks tend to be really strong regardless of how big or small their muscles are. And people with weak neural networks can have bigger muscles but still be very, very weak. So we're going to be working on your neural network. This is otherwise known as the mind-muscle connection, which you may have heard of before, and this is what we're going to be strengthening today. So I'm going to show you 3 exercises is to help you build that mind-muscle connection that you can do at home, even if you're really weak, even if you're in quite a lot of pain, and even if your legs aren't working yet as you want them to work. So this is how it looks. We're going to do all of these exercises in a lying down position, and the only 2 things we need to do, all of these exercises, one is a rolled up towel, and the second is a resistance band tied into a loop that we're going to use for the final exercise. So I'm gonna show you the first exercise using the towel. And to make this work, all we're going to do is tuck the towel underneath the knee that we're going to work. So I've got a rolled towel. It's resting underneath that knee. And you can see that knee is slightly bent when it's rested on the towel like that. And that's by design. We want that slight bend in the knee. So we're going to be working on the mind-muscle connection of the quads. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to do 2 things. We're going to push down into the towel, and as we do so, we're going to lift the foot and the toes up towards us and try and crush that towel down into the bed. Now, you might be able to see here that my thigh muscles are switching on, and even though I'm not pushing against resistance, I'm squeezing them and trying to connect with those muscles as hard as I can, and I'm holding that contraction as firmly as I can for 5 seconds, and then I'm relaxing both areas back down to 0. And then we try again, so we push down into the towel, lift the foot, and the toes pull as hard as you can really squeeze that muscle there. Feel it activate. Feel it switch on hold for 5. You should be really putting attention into that muscle. Your brain should be trying to connect right there to that muscle and then relax back down now. Even though I'm not pushing resistance and I do have reasonably strong legs, I can already feel this muscle having to work. It feels warm. It feels like it's just done something difficult. And that's perfect. That's what we want. It means you're connecting to it. So even though doing this exercise won't necessarily build bigger quads, it will build that mind-muscle connection, and your muscles will be stronger as a result in the space of just 1 to 2 weeks. I promise it can be as quick as that. So, doing this exercise, again, push down and lift up, lift the toes, really squeeze that muscle, and hold, hold, and relax back down. Now, if we repeat 15 of these in a row, that's a great start, and you might try and do that as often throughout the day as you feel you can. I would start with 3 sets per day, spread throughout the day, just to keep giving it that frequency, that repetition that it needs. You can push all the way up to 5 or 6 per day if you have the time and the capability to do that, and it will get there quicker. But this is a great way to just build that mind muscle connection and to get the quads firing again. So once we've done that, we're going to move on to the next exercise. We're going to get rid of our towel and we're going to bend the knee. We're not working, and the knee to be worked is going to be straight now on the bed like this. And the first thing we're going to do for this, it's called the straight leg raise, is exactly what we did before. So we're going to push down into the bed this time and lift the toes. And when we've got that tension again in that quad, we're going to lift up nice and slow, just so the leg comes in line with this thigh here. And then we're going to very slowly lower it back down. So we're keeping the tension on the quad throughout. But now we're also starting to get some tension at the top of the hip as well. And this is your fourth quad. It's called the rectus fus. And it's also a hip flexor, which is why this exercise is still great for the quads. But it brings in an extra component. So now we're keeping the tension on throughout. We're pulling the toes up. This muscle is staying contracted all the way through the movement. And again, we're trying to pay attention to the muscle working. We're trying to switch it on and keep it switched on. And if you're doing this exercise correctly, you shouldn't be able to do 100 of these. It should feel quite taxing. It should feel tiring when we get to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is how we know that we're doing something. Well, we know that we're contracting it enough for it to improve, and we're building that neural connection. So again, we're going to keep going with this exercise. I would recommend again working up to about 10 repetitions and doing it 3 sets. Maybe more per day if you want to build that strength quicker, and over a period of about 2 weeks, that will make a noticeable difference to your quad strength. I can actually feel that quad a bit fatigued just from what we've done already. That's a great sign. It means I'm connecting to it well. Now, if you find that your knees give way when you walk, this is what you should be doing. This will stop that from happening, because that means you probably don't have a great connection with your quads, and this will improve it. Now, I'm going to show you the final exercise, and this is to build on the straight leg raise. We're going to do it against resistance. So we're going to use our little resistance band. So I've got a tight resistance band. It's not very strong, it's a weak one. But because we're going to be putting it around our ankles, we don't want it to be too strong. So I'm going to have it like that. And this time we're going to flatten both legs down. Now, a word of warning, be careful with this exercise if you get back pain. Okay, because I don't normally like doing the straight leg raise with both legs straight if I can help it, but it's the only way to make this part of it work. So if you have back pain, just be a little bit cautious. So we're going to have both of our legs straight. We're going to just flatten the back down into the bed just to keep it protected. This leg is going to act like an anchor, and this leg again. We're going to push the knee down, pull the toes up, and then lift up into the band. hold, and then come back down. So you can see I'm not lifting very far. I'm probably lifting what, a foot 6 inches, maybe well higher than 6, in probably about 12, 18. In like that. That's all we need to do. So we're just lifting up until we get that tension. I can't pull the band anymore. So I'm going to come back down and then repeat. So up again, up, 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 and then back down, keeping that tension on throughout. And again, up, pull, and squeeze, trying to connect to that muscle, really trying to get it switched on. Not sure if you can see it contract there. As I come up, I'm holding it, and then letting it come back down. And again, up, try to hold that tense position, and then come back down, and you're going to again repeat about 10 in a row, a few times per day. It's a brilliant way to wake those quads up, and you're going to feel that your legs are so much stronger, and it doesn't take that long. 10 days is enough to feel some results. Give that a try and good luck. I hope it helps. So those are some great exercises to help you build stronger legs in just 10 days. Yes, it's possible to build strength in 10 days. And hopefully, once you've given this a try, you'll be able to see for yourself. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, do drop a comment in the section below because I love to read your thoughts. And if you want to get more from me, you can pick up a copy of my book. It's called Thriving Beyond 50, and it's available on Amazon. If you scroll down and click the link, it will take you right to it. It's got loads more exercises and advice, like the stuff you found in this video. So thank you if you pick up a copy anyway. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate your time, and I'll speak to you on the next one.